This is first comment from our new FOMC member, and you can see Nick is saying comment was hawkish, and if you see Bitcoin, it is flying and you have two vertical candlestick. News is saying first comment and it is hawkish, while chart is saying it was dovish. Then what is the difference? Because majority of beginner trader will miss what new FOMC member is saying, because first comment is always important. And when you click on this link and when you go to bottom of this PDF, then if you read carefully these line, then he is saying I am also in no hurry to halt ongoing reduction in size of Fed balance sheet. He is using the word also, that means he is not alone. There are many FOMC members who think same like him. So no hurry to halt QT. And it is simple, everything is flying. If you compare everything, SP 500 already trading all-time high. Then gold almost all-time high, just one news and $50 action. Then last Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is still below all-time high, still big distance. If these things are trading near all-time high or clearly making new all-time high, they can easily do QT, because right now there is no risk in the market. So if stock keep flying, then they will keep doing QT monetary policy until something big happen. And most important thing which is written in the PDF, they are saying I would note that a return to any pre-crisis norm is not realistic. If you see their balance sheet chart, then this low GFC crisis, this low pre-coronavirus, and right now we are here. They are saying any crisis norm, not just before coronavirus but all the crisis. They are saying clear and officially accepting it is not realistic. They will never go back to any low came before any crisis. And if you remember Fed Bernanke more than 10 years ago, he said they will reduce balance sheet back to GFC crisis, but now they are saying it is not realistic. Indirectly they are saying QE is permanent. They will always print money and never reduce money supply. And if you read more, then they are saying again some balance sheet growth was inevitable. They are saying QE is permanent and you can forever trade QE trade. As economy grow, so too does demand for cash and bank reserve that Fed must meet. They are saying if economy keep growing, the demand for cash and bank reserve that will grow, and if that happen, they will do more QE, and it is inevitable. I think this is the reason you saw vertical jump in Bitcoin yesterday, because Bitcoin is hedged against currency debasement, especially dollar reserve currency. When they are officially saying QE is permanent and they will never reduce money supply back to coronavirus level, this is the thing which passed for Bitcoin. But one thing you should focus, when they are saying QE is permanent and QT is temporary, and as economy grow, balance sheet size will grow, and it is inevitable. When next QE is fixed, sure thing this will happen. You saw in 2020, you also saw in 2023. Question is when we will see next QE? This year 2024 or 2025? That means before election or after election. But they are officially saying this thing is sure thing. Next QE will happen. All the ETF big player $1 trillion hedge fund, they knew that this is permanent monetary policy. But question is If next QE is coming, it is permanent, then always before QE there is a market crash. And if you see daily chart from this low current price, if you remember, this was the time when Fed FOMC member Kaskari was saying they will reduce balance sheet back to coronavirus level. But now they are saying return to any pre-crisis norm is not realistic. So you can say at this low in October and at current price, these are complete opposite comment from FOMC member. You can say buy the rumor, sell the news. It is not ready for intraday trade, but this is not a price to buy. And this is the area when all the ETF investor buy the Bitcoin. So here you can see clearly yesterday candlestick vertical up, while news is saying hawkish comment. I don't understand how is this hawkish. They are officially saying money printing is permanent. This is inevitable. They will do it again as economy grow. If you see this balance sheet chart once again, when they first printed, they said same thing that QE is temporary and they will reduce money supply back to pre-crisis level, that's mean 2008. But this thing never happened. But in the end, you get increased money supply. If you read again page 6, then they are saying both 2008 global financial crisis and 2019 coronavirus crisis. They increased size and scope of Fed balance sheet. This is your latest size after coronavirus lockdown. And read carefully, they are accepting this thing. From 2007, that means somewhere here, to 2022. That's mean right here, before April 2022 collapse. They increase size less than $1 trillion to nearly $9 trillion. And they are saying this will not go back to 2019 level. First increase money supply, then after money supply is permanently increased, the question is how you will protect your purchasing power, your wealth, how you will hedge. Because right now speculation is the next crisis, next recession will be same like 2008 in panic mode, maybe bigger than 2008. Then you can see since 2008 crisis, less than 1 trillion to 9 trillion. And since then economy is growing like he said in last page. So size will definitely grow. Then you can imagine from less than 1 trillion, if they goes to 9 trillion in 2022, if same crisis panic repeat, then you can imagine, let's say 2026, when we can expect next permanent QE. What will be the size? Maybe next time they will do QE and increase the size 10x from 9 trillion to 20 trillion. And if the size is ready to grow, then how you will hedge your wealth and purchasing power. So this PDF is nice and they have given you blueprint what can happen in next QE, how and why size will grow. From 1 trillion to 9 trillion dollar, it is very sad news who have saving, because when they did first time in 2007, there was not Bitcoin and nobody knew anything about Bitcoin. But right now in 2022, when size was 9 trillion, everyone know. If you see 2009 low, then 2020, then your latest QE 2023. You can see each time after QE stock goes up. But there is one more pattern, before each QE there is a market crash. So wait for next market crash, then you can expect next QE, then you can buy Bitcoin with full margin. Before that, just wait and watch. Only question, crisis will come before election or after election.